Well, Season 2 has been out for less than a day now, and I've binged the entire thing, start to finish. With Season 1, we got the return of the most original cast, and tons of backstory on where they've been. It was great to get reacquainted with everyone. So, Season 2 ups the ante a lot. It focuses not just on Daniel and Johnny's relationship, but also on Creese and Johnny, which is something we haven't really seen before. There will be spoilers in this, so be warned. Creese is as snaky as ever, and did you ever really expect anything less? You get fooled throughout the episodes on whether or not he's changing, but just know that he never does. He only pretends to change to eventually take Cobra Kai back from Johnny for good. This season we develop further on Sam, Miguel, Robbie, and new character Tori, who ends up dating Miguel. There's a massive love square of anger, passion, and tension between them all, as neither one can help but feel jealous of the other. Miyagi-Do karate moves into the valley, and eventually the weaker pupils of Cobra Kai, as Sensei Creese puts it, leave and go to Miyagi-Do. The season is filled with tons of backstory on Johnny during his youth with Creese, where we even see some flashbacks of him as a teenager. We get to see most of the original Cobra Kai gang back together for one episode where Johnny goes on a motorcycle trip with them as their buddy Tommy is dying of brain cancer. It was nice to see the boys back together, but I wish Dutch made an appearance. However, we know the actor turned down the role as he has no interest in show business anymore. So they said Dutch is in jail for the next 20 years, meaning that he won't be in the show anymore at all. As the story and rivalry between Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do progresses, we learn that Johnny has a change of heart with Creese's methods, and where he's slowly but surely taking Cobra Kai, and that mercy isn't necessarily for the weak. Sometimes it's okay to be merciful. Creese steps in and says that he's going to regret teaching his students to be merciful, and that it's going to end up hurting him down the line. It eventually does. Johnny and Miguel's mom date for a couple of episodes until the grand finale, the final episode, which is a big banger. A literal 10 to 15 minute brawl in the high school between all members of Miyagi-Do and Cobra Kai. Sam and Tori fight for Miguel, Robbie and Miguel fight for Sam, where it ends up actually pretty nasty. We're going full Karate Kid 2 fight style to the death in this one. The fight ends with Miguel winning against Robbie, where he's about to break his arm but remembers that Sensei Lawrence taught him to be merciful. He lets Robbie go, apologizes, and steps back. Robbie gets up, kicks him as his guard was down, and Miguel goes flying over the balcony and lands onto the stairs, breaking his neck. He's taken to the hospital immediately. Robbie runs away, Sam ends up in the hospital from her wounds from Tori, who also runs away, and Johnny gets told by Miguel's mom to never come near them again, and basically blames him for everything. Johnny and Daniel end up in the same elevator at the hospital as Daniel was visiting Sam, and then we get Johnny going to the Cobra Kai dojo to think about things. He finds the door open and goes inside to hear lots of ki-eyes, as if a class was going on in the back room. He walks to the back, and sure enough, Sensei Creese is leading Johnny's students. He walks up to Johnny and says, "Cobra Kai belongs to me. It always has." Telling Johnny that he made a deal with the landlord, and since Johnny only had a handshake deal with the guy, Creese took it over and now legally owns the dojo. Super snake move, but I mean, what can you expect? With Creese as the sensei now back at Cobra Kai in full power, Johnny goes to the beach and reminisces of his life and Miguel in the hospital. He ends up throwing his phone away and the car keys to his sweet car, letting go of everything he has. As he throws his phone away, it starts ringing, and while he walks away from the sunset, we end the entire season with the face of his phone open, laying in the sand, and on it reads a notification from Ali Mills reaching out to him. I gotta say it was hard to top season 1, but I feel they've done just that. The amount of building they did on each character makes you much more connected to them and brings the universe together as a whole. Johnny's change of heart shows that he has a lot of character progression and showing that he is not just this big bad bully guy. But Creese, on the other hand, is the same old Creese that we've always known and sort of loved. There's tons of homage paid to Mr. Miyagi, and we get to see some mentions of Karate Kid 2 and Karate Kid 3, with even flashbacks of Terry Silver. I hope they'll bring him in for Season 3, as we know that Ali Mills is confirmed now for 3, so it's just a matter of time until they bring everyone back, I hope. So they used Ali as a cliffhanger in this one like they did with Creese in the last one, setting it up for Season 2. Now they're setting it up for Season 3 with her. I could see her leaving her husband or something like that and ending up with Johnny, where this would cause huge turmoil with Daniel and his wife, causing major imbalance. Now I think Ali's place in Season 3 is the fact that she's a nurse, right? So now that Miguel has issues with his spine, maybe Johnny's going to use his past relationship with Allie to get Miguel into the best care. I tell you, man, I can't wait for season 3 now. I wish it were here already, but sadly, we know it's probably going to be another year, just like season 2. So they announced that season 2 would be happening about a couple weeks after they released the first season. So I'm thinking maybe May 10th or May 15th we'll hopefully know if season 3 is a go or not, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be. I mean, come on, they're doing really well. They're really successful. So I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. I hope you enjoyed the season. I'm going to be doing a lot more separate videos going over the little things from the entire season because I didn't really get to everything in this video, but I hope I gave you guys the literal rundown of what we got. Hit like on this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, remember, mercy is for the weak.